Hello! How are you guys doing today? I haven't gone live for a little while, so I thought, what should I do today? Because I should do something. Anyways, I thought I would demo something I haven't made before. I make a lot of spritzers, but I've never made a matcha spritzer. So I'm going to demo that recipe that Trista shared with us, and I think it's called the Green Goddess Spritzer or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to post after the live, I'm going to post the recipe in the comments. I already posted it. You could scroll down. Oh, look at all the love and the likes from my hubby. Love you, honey. If you guys are watching today, oh, and lots of hugs. Woo! If you guys watch today, throw me a hello, or if you're watching later, throw me a hashtag replay. Oh, thanks, babe. You're very sweet. He just likes my hair because he doesn't have any. He might not like my hair this morning. I don't know if you've seen that matcha post. That was pretty crazy. I went to bed with my hair wet and I'm like, whoa. So I had to take a picture. I couldn't help myself. My inner child. Anyways, okay, let's get started. All right. So, first of all, I've got one of my very favorite teaware that Sapology has. If you like loose leaf teas, if you like bubblies, you can save a whole ton of money and be even more healthier by making your own bubbly with tea. So this is an infuser. Hey Jody. So this is an infuser, and so it just goes on the top as a lid. So you can make anything. You can make fruit infused water. You can just throw in your tea leaves, fill it with cold water or soda water, throw it in the fridge overnight, and you have your your version of bubbly or a spritzer if you want to sweeten it. You can have it sweetened or non-sweetened, or just make it plain like a bubbly. I use this constantly. I love it. The only thing you have to be careful is if you've got young children and they're pouring their own, if you have granite countertops, it can actually crack if they are heavy-handed. So that's the only thing I would worry about. But otherwise, we constantly use this all the time. All right, so that's all I have to say about that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make this, they call for 2 tablespoons of matcha. I'm going to use lemonatcha flavor, and it's a plain, it's non-sweetened. So I'm just going to scoop 2 tablespoons in half a cup of water here. And we're very curious how this is going to taste. All right. So, and then I'm going to grab my whisk. I love our matcha whisk. It's like effortless. You just like push down, and it's so great at whisking fluids. Love it. Super easy and not very expensive. You get $12. Use it all the time, but it's great for whisking matcha. So I don't need to do it for too long. I want to make sure that there's no chunks of matcha floating in there because I want it to be pretty. Alright, I'm going to do it a little bit longer and then it should be done. Alright, so I'm also going to add 2.5 tablespoons of honey to sweeten. Now, if you didn't have honey and you have like this lemon lime soda stream syrup, you can just replace it with the honey, I think, and just use that syrup instead of the honey. But some people like honey, so I'm going to make it like the recipe calls for. I'm going to add that. Let's see. Okay. Just going to like stir it in there. All right, okay. And then it calls for a squeezed lime or lime juice. You could probably just buy lime juice if you have it in your fridge and you don't have fresh limes. I should have a juicer is what I should have because it's pretty hard to do. Maybe I should actually cut it in half again into quarters. Might be easier to squeeze. All right, let's see. There you go. That's a lot better. So how are you guys doing? I'm always the one talking and nobody else talks. Nobody asks questions. They make comments sometimes. You guys make comments, but I want to hear about you guys too. How was your weekend? You do anything fun? Okay, so I'm gonna just whisk this a little bit more. I'm almost ready. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pour it in to my perfect tea pitcher. And then I'm going to add a few mint leaves. And I'm actually going to add some limes as well. And then just going to add some soda water. I use SodaStream, and I should have actually, it's better if you just pour it on the side so you don't get so much fizz. I love SodaStream. And I bought it because I used to buy bubblies like crazy, and I went through so many cans. And I just found it was really annoying and probably bad for the environment to be going through so many cans, and as well it was annoying to have to take them in to the recycling all the time. So when SodaStream came out, I'm like, perfect, I'm so excited, I'm just gonna make my own bubbly. And so we've been using it for a long time. But once I started with Sapology, there's so many teas that you can make spritzers with, and a delicious bubbly like drinks. Or you can sweeten them and make like a spritzer, which they're so good. Excited to try this. All right, I'm almost done here. Then we can see how it is. All right, so what I would do if I had guests, maybe I'll just give this a little mixy for a second. Okay, I'm kind of making a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. So what I would do if I was having guests, I would fill my cups with ice, and then I would actually throw in a lime. You can get them frozen actually in Superstore. Maybe throw in a mint leaf. And then I would just pour in your spritzer. I haven't had my second matcha today, and I can have it late because I am working night shifts tonight. So this is coming at a perfect time for me. I'm so curious how this honey is going to taste with the lemon matcha and the lime. I think the recipe is just like for plain matcha, but I don't have plain matcha, so we'll try it with lemon matcha. Oh, that's good. You know, you could almost put a little bit more lime in. It's very good though, very refreshing. Just a tiny hint of mint. You could, if you wanted more minty taste, just squish the mint around a little bit. I didn't do that. I just threw it in there, and probably over time, as it sits in my pitcher, I'm sure it's going to become a little bit more minty and lime tasting. And so that's all there is to it, you guys. It is definitely worth trying that out. Look at that, isn't that pretty though too? This would be a great drink when you have your company over. Anyways, you guys, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.